The pride and joy of a nation is its flag. Its colors and arrangement makes it significant and stunningly beautiful. On Wednesday, February 6th, it's National Colors Day. Every proud Grenadian is asked to deck off in clothing highlighting the colors of our flag. Whether you are dressed for work, daily routines, or casual engagements, showcase the true Grenadian spirit. Every ministry, every department, and all workplaces are encouraged to join in. National Colors Day, Wednesday, February 6th, 2019. Endorsed by the National Celebrations Committee. Our people, our colors, our day. On Wednesday, February 6th, National Colors Day.
Government seeking to undertake energy efficiency project that will significantly reduce public energy bill. Details to this story and more in the National Report. With the details to the news for Tuesday, February 5th, I am Leslie Ann Johnson. Grenada is drawing up a proposal for an energy efficiency project that is expected to significantly reduce the country's public energy bill, which runs into millions of dollars annually. Minister for Climate Resilience, Senator Simon Steele, says through the Green Climate Fund, Grenada is partnering with UN Environment, the Caribbean Development Bank, and is receiving technical support from New York University. There are three components to the project.
One is a public lighting project to move from the energy inefficient sodium light bulbs that are currently used for our public lighting to energy efficient LED units supplied by renewable energy, solar fields that will be distributed on public buildings throughout the country, and then lighting and cooling for public buildings. And the successful completion of this project will significantly reduce our public lighting and energy bill, which runs in the region of $7+ million a year. The second component is for the private sector, providing concessional loan facilities for the private sector to be able to implement energy efficiency solutions which will reduce their operating costs, improve their competitiveness. And then the third component are policy recommendations which will ensure Grenada is on a sustainable path to energy efficiency.
Once the proposal is submitted, the Green Climate Fund will make its decision in a matter of months.
We're scheduled to submit a proposal, formal proposal, to the Green Climate Fund for funding for this project by the end of this month, with a decision in the middle of the year, June, July. So a very, very quick win. If we are successful in our application, the value of this project will be somewhere in the region of $25 million US. So a significant project, and one that is being paired off from the Climate Resilient City project.
Government secures 8 additional medical scholarships from the St. George's University valued at $5.5 million. Minister for Information, Senator Simon Steele, told members of the media on Tuesday that the 8 scholarships are in addition to 17 recently secured for Grenadian students. He says these scholarships were awarded under special circumstances.
We have managed to secure 8 additional one-off scholarships for 8 Grenadian students. So this is in addition to the 17 medical scholarships that were awarded as part of this current intake. Now these additional 8 are a special case. This year, the selection committee had the significant challenge of 8 students, highly academically qualified, with significant financial needs, fell outside of the 17 that had been shortlisted based on qualification.
He says each of the 8 is valued at $700,000.
The value of these 8 scholarships exceed $5.5 million. This is not an insignificant thing. But there is a condition, and that is we strengthen the bonding arrangements with students who are awarded scholarships. Each of these scholarships are valued at in excess of $700,000.
Prime Minister Dr. the Right Honourable Keith Mitchell on Tuesday received a letter of credentials from newly appointed Bahamian High Commissioner to Grenada, Mr. Ruben Lorenzo Raming. The letter signed by Bahamian Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis said, and I quote, Mr. Raming is eminently suited both by his personal qualities and his experience in the affairs of state for the duties with which he has been entrusted, unquote. In his introduction, Mr. Raming spoke of having deep admiration for the Grenadian leader and his role as an elder statesman among CARICOM member leaders. Dr. Mitchell welcomed the new High Commissioner, thanked him for the complimentary words and engaged him in discussion about the history of relations between Grenada and the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Both men also spoke at length about challenges currently facing the region, specifically the potential cross-border issue which can arise from the situation in Venezuela. Dr. Mitchell reiterated the position that there is need for urgent dialogue between the parties concerned to resolve the problems. Continued attempts by Haitian migrants to enter the Bahamas illegally, ongoing efforts to tackle drug and gun proliferation also formed part of the discussion. This is the National Report. More news after the break.
It is here again, it is here again. The Made in Grenada Expo is here again. And I just hope the whole of Grenada ready, because I sung in a clarion call. The Made in Grenada Expo is here again. The Made in Grenada Expo is on February 7th, and the public is encouraged to come out and give full support and buy out all local products on show. Products manufactured right here in Grenada, 100% Grenadian, and it's happening right here at the National Stadium. Are taking in the Independence Parade and the Made in Grenada Expo one time. I am so excited. That's why I'm making a fireside. I bring my tent, my blanket and all kind of thing, and I'm camping right here until everything done on February 7th. The Made in Grenada Expo is here again.
Continuing the news, government plans to assess and restore contracts and equipment for street cleaning and garbage collection in the first half of this year. Senator Simon Steele, Minister for Climate Resilience and the Environment, says Cabinet has decided to issue new contracts for street cleaning and garbage collection services that have been in existence for more than 7 years. But the new contracts will be based on performance.
Half of all contracts for street cleaners and garbage collection contractors, new contracts will be issued by the first half of this year. And then the remainder of those contracts will be issued by the end of the year. And contracts will be awarded based on the performance of existing contractors. They have to meet minimum performance criteria.
Senator Steele says contracts that are being renewed will be done under the new terms and conditions as stipulated by the government.
Those existing contractors who adhere to those criteria, who are competitive, their contracts will be renewed on new terms which reflect the current garbage collection, street cleaning requirements. Things have changed since the issuing of those initial licenses. Or those who haven't performed or who do not meet the criteria, then new contracts will be issued to new suppliers.
Grenadian teachers are part of an OECS initiative that affords them the opportunity to hone their skills in the creation of e-books via special software to add supplementary resources to the classroom. It is spearheaded by the OECS under the Early Learners Program. Details from Annette Moore.
As teachers, we are often called in schools to find materials to cater to the children's different learning needs. And it is often very difficult to find reading materials that could you can teach a level 1 child and then a level 6 child.
Now they could use their own content area and either adjust it, bring it lower or bring it higher. to suit the needs.
So for instance, if we are teaching about the world, we can create a level 1 story about the world for the child and still create a level 6 story about the world for the child.
Michelle Bola-Boyne, an Early Learners Program Coordinator, is one of the facilitators for the workshop. She is satisfied with how quickly teachers grasp the leveled learning concept, among other things. She filled us in on the objectives of the training.
There are 3 main areas of focus. 1, to enable teachers to produce books that children would have written, they themselves, what they have written. 2, to enable teachers to be able to create leveled books and decodable books that would assist the struggling readers at any level. And 3, to enable teachers to produce e-books. So these books can be shared among teachers and students. We are hoping that when the teachers leave here today, they'll be able to use the knowledge they have gained to improve the resources in the classroom and also to enable other teachers.
The program is getting positive feedback from participating teachers.
First of all, I must say that we have excellent facilitators who really know what they're talking about. The training has been, as I said, wonderful.
The program can surpass just literature. In any subject area you can think about, you can now introduce that. And we have seen so many ways in which you can use the program, not just to create books, but let's say for presentation and everything, just to make it attractive for the child, and again, making learning fun.
So this new innovation, it is welcomed by all teachers. I know that all teachers will be happy for it, and all of us will be able to use it in very practical ways to not just enable and help reading, but to help writing as well.
For the National Report, I'm Annette Moore.
And that's the National Report. I'm Leslie Ann Johnson.
It's February 7th. It's our nation's birthday. It's time for the biggest celebration in our nation's history as we celebrate the 45th anniversary of our independence. Folks from all walks of life from all over Grenada will head on down to the King James Athletic Stadium from 12 p.m. It's the Made in Grenada Expo, a showcase of locally produced goods and services offered on display. As you enter the Independence Village, experience steel band music, big drum dancers from Carriacou, Tambu Bamboo, Shortney, Jab Malasi, poetry, singing, live music, Solid the Band, everything Grenadian. At 3:30 p.m. military parade onto the King James Athletic Stadium, followed by the Independence Rally, cultural pieces, Prime Minister's address, one fun-filled afternoon, not to be missed. Organize your rides, your buses, your motorcade, and head on down to the King James Athletic Stadium, Thursday, February 7th, celebrating under the theme, building resilience and enhancing social and economic transformation.
The pride and joy of a nation is its flag. Its colors and arrangement makes it significant and stunningly beautiful. On Wednesday, February 6th, it's National Colors Day. Every proud Grenadian is asked to deck off in clothing highlighting the colors of our flag. Whether you are dressed for work, daily routines, or casual engagements, showcase the true Grenadian spirit. Every ministry, every department, and all workplaces are encouraged to join in. National Colors Day, Wednesday, February 6th, 2019. Endorsed by the National Celebrations Committee. Our people, our colors, our day. On Wednesday, February 6th, National Colors Day.
February 7th, Independence Day. Everyone's heading to Grandin's Beach for the Carriacou Rep 473 Beach Fed and 5-a-side beach soccer competition. Grand prize $500 and 5 cases of Caribbean. Registration fee only $25. Starting time 2 p.m. Come out in your colors. Loads of entertainment and giveaways. Bear pong, tug of war, slip and slide, and hot body competition, and much more. Call or WhatsApp at 403-1208 for registration and more information. Sponsored by Carib. Real Bear is Carib. Grand Dance Beach, February 7th.
Drinks and we don't want it go to waste. On the stroke of midnight, it's February 7th. It's our nation's birthday. It's time for the biggest celebration in our nation's history as we celebrate the 45th anniversary of our independence. Folks from all walks of life from all over Grenada will head on down to the Carriacou James Athletic Stadium from 12 p.m. It's the Made in Grenada Expo, a showcase of locally produced goods and services offered on display. As you enter the Independence Village, experience steel band music, big drum dancers from Carriacou, Tambu Bamboo, Shortney, Jab Malasi, poetry, singing, live music, Solid the Band, everything Grenadian. At 3:30 p.m. military parade onto the Carriacou James Athletic Stadium, followed by the Independence Rally, cultural pieces, Prime Minister's address, one fun-filled afternoon, not to be missed. Organize your rides, your buses, your motorcade, and head on down to the Carriacou James Athletic Stadium, Thursday, February 7th, celebrating under the theme, building resilience and enhancing social and economic transformation.
Boop. The girl comes from the wine pan Snapchat, but me want to see the wine in a real life. The party bad from my rich inside the session. I drunk already because I had some stress and I take some shots. But the amount I take really touch the spot. But remember, on the 6th of February, we touched down Cowpen Big Yard, gonna get Sheldon till building fell down. And remember, we have $1,000 giveaway for the biggest and the baddest crew because this is the launch of the big bad tune called Run With It First Fete, and you don't know the whole place gonna get turned over. We run with everything. Remember, it's me, alongside Beanie Man, alongside Farmer Nappy, alongside Valine, alongside Leadneck, Lava Man. You don't know the whole place gonna get shell. Mr. Killer say so. Party pan! I had some stress, so I take some shots. The amount I take really touch the spot.
We have to work hard to fix it properly. Everyone who visit Grenada talking about how well we recover. Want to use us as a formula for the disaster. Nobody didn't care about party, everybody cared about country, so we have to bring on the part to signal unity. Wave your national color, wave your national flag. Let them know that Grenada ever conscious of God. Wave your national color, wave your national flag. Let them know that Grenada ever conscious of God. Flag on the head, flag on the flag on the flag on the flag on the pole, flag on the street, flag on the table that day, flag on the left, flag on the right, flag on the day, flag on the night, flag on the leaf, flag on the flag on the
And good morning to you, Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. Today, the 6th of February, 2019. It is, National Colors Day on the island of Grenada. You're out in your national colors, representing proudly. My name is Sheldon Scott. I'm here with you until the 12 o'clock hour. My co-pilot Devon is not in with us today. Or he's not sick. Yeah, he just has something else that he has to do today, huh? Performing his nationalistic duties. So he's out this morning. On this day, 45 years ago, we were preparing for the independence celebrations later in the evening. And at 12 midnight, the flag would have been risen, etc., etc., etc. I saw video footage of that. I'm searching for it to find out where do I have it, yeah? Things so much different places, I can't find it, yeah? What we're gonna do before we get into today's program, we are gonna play for you in a little while. We're gonna give you the independence message by Sir Eric Matthew Gary that was delivered 45 years ago. Actually, it would have been 45 years ago today. I wonder if that one was on the day itself. I think that one was at the Parliament building, yeah? Yeah. So that would have been 45 years ago tomorrow, right? So we're going to play that for you in a short. I think it's always important for us to hear that message, yeah? So let your friends, your family, let everyone know. We're going to be playing that one for you in a short while. Yeah, the independence message that was delivered by Sir Eric Matthew Gary 45 years ago. I was saying a special glorious Grenadian good morning to each and every one of you outside of Grenada as well. Yeah, all our Grenadians who are outside of Grenada wishing that they were home this morning. Yeah, we know that you all wish that you were home. We love each and every one of you. Make sure you all enjoy your day today. It's your day. All right? Nice. Beautiful. Coming up this morning from the south of the island, I saw loads of people from bus drivers and conductors to clerks going into the various business places, to students, to just about everybody. Seeing people wearing their national colors, making sure they have representations of the flag and the coat of arms, etc., etc. Or even if it's just wearing one of the national colors, at least representing, Saying a special good morning to the staff out there at Gentle Dental Care. The folks that ensure that your teeth don't look like one of the national colors. That is, make sure that bright and white and thing. Gentle Dental Care does make sure that your teeth don't look like one of the national colors. Yes, folks, so we're just getting ready right now to play that message by Sir Eric Matthew Gary, the late Sir Eric Matthew Gary. I'm trying to remember all the other things they have added to that. So once my technical man ready there, yeah. You ready? Yeah, man. So we're going to go with that one right now. Independence message by Sir Eric Matthew Gary.
Mr. President, Mr. Speaker, very, very distinguished friends of Grenada, because man must essentially pay homage to God the Creator, I am craving your indulgence at this point in time to ask everyone to rise and join me in praying from the Holy Scriptures, Psalm Thanksgiving, Psalm 117. Oh, praise the Lord, all ye nations. Praise all ye people. For his merciful kindness is great toward us, and the truth of the Lord endureth forever. Praise ye the Lord. Thank you. Today is the red letter day for Grenada. For indeed, in the entire history of our country, there has been no event, neither could there be in the future any event to parallel the importance, to parallel the significance of this morning's event. And I feel especially deep and a profound sense of gratification in the privilege and the honor bestowed upon me this morning in receiving these veritable documents signed and sealed and delivered for and on behalf of the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. I feel a sense of gratification indeed, having been appointed by the great supreme architect of the universe to be the one upon whose shoulders the responsibilities contained in these documents must in great measures rest. This morning, we have with us so many distinguished friends, and I call you friends with the deepest sense of seriousness and meaningfulness. We're very happy that you've come to witness this historic event. And I know that lots of you have come, ladies and gentlemen, not without some concern in coming, because for some reason or the other, my country has been receiving some of the most vicious attacks by the various communication media. But I am glad that you have made it possible to come and to see for yourselves and to enjoy for yourselves the warmth of friendship of the people of this country. What has happened here this morning has made me feel confident to face the future with fortitude, with strength, and with hopefulness. The measure taken by the British government and Her Majesty the Queen have brought to us great joy and happiness. And I take pleasure in recording grateful thankfulness to Her Majesty for giving her assent to the necessary bills, and indeed to the members of Parliament both in the House of Representatives, the House of Commons, and in the House of Lords. The enemies of progress of this country have worked hard, assiduously hard. The voice of the large but silent majority has spoken. Grenada is now facing a new era. My people have been aroused to...
1 minute, Mr. Just 1 second, Mr. Mayor. The Honorable Prime Minister may continue.
Grenada has been aroused to a sense of responsibility. And both government and people have decided, have pledged unreservedly, unflinchingly to accept the challenge, to accept the task that lies before us. Certainly, as all can see, the circumstances under which we have emerged, the circumstances under which we have attained, the circumstances under which we have conquered, have been stringently loaded against us. We therefore need your friendship. And I am particularly pleased to note that the British Commonwealth of Nations have accepted the application of Grenada to join the Commonwealth, and I understand that our application was unanimously accepted. It is also very gratifying indeed to have received from prime ministers and presidents personal messages to me as the head of government coming from various heads. I am thrilled by the message delivered here this morning and coming from the Prime Minister of Great Britain. Personal messages have come to me bearing the signature of presidents and prime ministers, perhaps too many to mention here this morning. And I don't know that I can tax my brain to remember them all, But I was thrilled also when I received a message coming from the President of the United States, Mr. Nixon. A message coming from the Prime Minister of India, Mrs. Gandhi. A message coming from Prime Minister of Canada, Mr. Trudeau. A personal message coming from the President of Venezuela, Dr. Calderón. It means that Grenada is certainly befriended by nations and peoples, large and small. I would consider myself failing in duty if I did not add some modicum of quota to what the leader of the House and the leader of the Senate have already expressed in terms of congratulation to His Excellency the Governor. And my quota must include the fact that I happen to know that His Excellency the Governor General has been awarded by Her Majesty the Queen the knighthood of the KCM. This, I understand, would be gazetted tomorrow in London. And so, Sir Leo de Gale, Governor General of Grenada, my heartiest congratulations. Mr. President, Mr. Speaker, I don't intend to give any lengthy address here this morning, but I must say, for my visitors, my friends particularly, that in spite of the fact that there has been some measure of unrest in our country, the government and the people that we represent are smiling. We are happy people. We are happy because we recognize God's endowment to us. We recognize the natural beauty, the picturesqueness, the scenic beauty of our country. And sometimes we're tempted to feel that this is the part referred to in the Holy Writ as the Garden of Eden. We are smiling also, not because we have in hand much in material, much in natural resources, but also because we know that your friendship will be meaningful. Man is afraid to unlock the door of himself. Man is the greatest thing that God has created on this earth plane. Once we put our hearts and heads and hands together and invoke the assistance of the great Almighty God, nothing is impossible. It might be fitting at this moment to read again, Mr. Speaker, Mr. President, perhaps for the sake of the record, and perhaps to emphasize the need for all to take heed, part of what I said earlier today on the occasion of the flag-raising ceremony. Now I pray your indulgence. I said, among other things, earlier today, immeasurable damage has been done to our dear land and people by the enemies of progress. Peaceful, loyal citizens and residents have been made to face great inconveniences. The enemies of progress have done more damage to Grenada than Hurricane Janet. The tourist industry has been virtually crippled. Hotel owners, hotel workers, taxi drivers, vendors, farmers, nutmeg producers have all suffered considerably. Trade unions have called illegal strikes. Businessmen and women have defied the laws of the land. Several of the people have committed breaches of the law. However, now should not be the time for recriminations and reprisals, but rather now is the time for goodwill. Now is the time for unity. Now is the time for reconstruction. And so I now appeal to all Grenada in its totality to join our heads, hearts and hands in unity to repair the damage done and to build a Grenada for ourselves and for posterity. I invite all opposition factions to let me hear from them as soon as possible regarding the reaction to my appeal. God bless you. On behalf of government and the people, it is with the deepest feeling and the thankfulness with which I, on their behalf and on my behalf, have had the great pleasure and honor of receiving the instruments.
In the Caribbean there's an island, found and set aside by nature's plan. It's so beautiful to see, really? Spice Island of the West, lovely. And in the West Indies I say Grenada please. Overwhelmingly glad we are to be of our country. Foreigners have recommended it highly.
Yes, indeed. You heard it there from the father of Grenada's independence, Sir Eric Matthew Gary. No, each time I listen to that speech, the part about the enemies of progress, that always resonates with me. Huh? That even 45 years ago, as we were celebrating our independence, there were still individuals who, for their own selfish reasons, were seeking to keep Grenada as a colony of the UK. They wanted us to remain as a British colony, simply because they refused to have independence under Sir Eric Matthew Gary. An individual who had to fight tooth and nail to bring in things like the St. George University, that now provides, I think it's around 15% of the GDP of Grenada. It was done by Sir Eric Matthew Gary, and he had a lot of problems in doing it.
Like all other places,
various other modernizations that took place during his period as Prime Minister of Grenada. I know it wasn't all gold and silver.
Whichever way we think is wise.
Yeah, you had some brass and bronze in between there too. It wasn't all good.
Overwhelmingly glad we ought to be of our.
But we must remember and respect the contribution made by Sir Eric Matthew Gary and his cabinet at the time. I think some of them are still alive. You have people like Miss Nadia Benjamin, Mr. Herbert Perdum. My good friend Mr. Ashton Frame, he was a parliamentary secretary back in the day. Can't remember exactly which ministry he was attached to. You have Mr. Winston White is still around.
Hoping everyone will do his best. It is the only way we can.
At least those are the ones I can remember off the top of my head. We lost Mrs. Cynthia Gary last year.
Overwhelmingly glad we ought to be of our country.
But we must remember the contribution that has been made by these individuals, yeah?
Hand in hand for a better land of people.
Happy Independence, Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. And Grenadians wherever you are. Yeah, at the end of today's program as well, for those of you viewing online, we're going to play some videos. Yeah, especially one with the Mongoose Gang. Yeah, where the Mongoose Gang at them. Yeah, we have video of the Mongoose Gang. Yeah, we're going to play that at the end of today's program. And some other video of Grenada's independence. So that video is basically 45 years old. We're going to play it at the end of today's program. So those of you viewing online, you can look out for that. We're going to have that playing for you. Yeah, we're going to make sure and put that on. So those of you who never saw it before could get the opportunity to do so. Many of you may have. Yes, Hannah, Devon out cooking the oil long. He'll drop it down when it's around 12, yeah? We say a very special good morning to all the visitors to the Isle of Spice, Grenada. And we not only hope, we know that you'll enjoy your stay here on the Isle. Whether you're here in Grenada or visiting the sister isles of Carriacou and Petite Martinique.
And romance, you can relax on the sand and get a beautiful suntan. We are from Grenada. If
you're wondering what all the hullabaloo is about, it's our Independence Day tomorrow, which is why you're seeing us resplendent in our colors today.
Everywhere, and the warm sunshine every day.
And you all are invited to the Independence Rally at the National Stadium tomorrow. If you want to be part of what's taking place today, you can go on and get your colors too, you know. I'm sure Helen Marie still has some stuff there.
And
you could call her and find out, you know, 533-3351. Yeah, you could call Helen and find out if she still have a little outfit there and think. Call her, 533-3351. Tell Helen, Sheldon say call and find out, yeah.
It's a lovely sport.
You call her.
In an open boat.
Dali, I can't remember your number offhand. You're real loose touch girl. They've got Dali up there in Grenville. You may have something ready made that could suit you. Even if you want to wear your colors for tomorrow, just go on out and give them a check out, huh? Stories of progress. Yeah, we have a call online. Good morning.
Hello.
Hi, good morning, Cami.
Hello.
My dear. Cami, good morning. Yes, my dear.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning to Grenada, Carriacou, PT Martinique.
Yes, my dear.
And to all my friends in America, England, Canada, happy independence, Grenada. Sheldon, Grenada night, you could just see them with the children marching in town. And I'm sitting here in my nice dress, right with away. Happy independence, Mr. Watts. Happy independence, Debodine. Bingo. And my boyfriend in Canada, everybody happy independence. You have breadfruit in Grenada, boys. Breadfruit was so they say you have breadfruit. You have breadfruit. And I have a lot of tomatoes. Nice fruity tomatoes. Right? And I'll go straight to make all your juice. Half brand.
You are the right
and
thing.
And nice with us. We bless Sheldon. Grenadians, we bless some part of the world. You can't see a ghost show, you can't see a tomatoes. We have good soil. We must be grateful for what we have. And let's live in love and peace and harmony. We have certain people in Grenada, and I have to say that because I don't know that might be the last time I hear the voice. You never know. Usually people wear black, but the majority rule today. Majority rule because it's ice green and gold. Ice green and gold. These are sick minds that telling people wear black. Their mind sick. And I don't pay heed to the people. Anyhow, we're looking good in the tongue of St. George this morning. Thank God for the breath of life. And Grenadians all over the world, happy independence. And I do pass like this Cami, because I have tomatoes and I have ghost smoke. So you could make a little local juice. And I have the Grenada flag. And all my little old friends pass and look for me this morning. And Sheldon and Devon, happy independence, but I didn't have a lot of pain, eh?
Oh gosh,
I didn't pain, I didn't take tablets for the pain. Anyhow, things going on.
Alright.
I had Brooklyn board. So I do come. Come on, my sister call me on the terminal. Come and get everything. And to the Prime Minister, good morning, sir. Yes. Sheldon?
Yes, my dear.
We had a lovely service on Sunday in the Anglican Church. I want to say good morning to the police officers, to the Commissioner of Police, and all the people and the nurses I saw that come out to give God thanks. And also to the bishop, the Catholic bishop, that gives such a nice sermon. And you know what touched my heart? The little girl that played the steel man and brought that from this daughter. Mr. Matthew daughter.
She's very talented.
That thing touched me, boy.
But look at cousin, she must be talented.
Happy independence again to everybody. And give all them guys, them busmen, the Grenville busmen that are support me here. I want you to give them a big shout out. Fluffy back on the road. Fluffy back on the road. And Mr. What? All you we have been all down. Breadfruit, we start pan, fish, smoking, everything going on Carriacou in that island. Have a blessed day, Grenada. I love you all guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Cami. Oh, God, Cami, don't torture Mr. Watson them so today. Oh, gosh. I decided I was overdoing it. Mr. Watts, morning. Patty and Matthew, good morning. Good morning to both of you. I hope that you're having a wonderful morning this morning. And yes, oil long for so. Watch. Honorable Peter David. Watch. I get a lash of oil long from on your side there. When I hit that oil long, so me and my son. And we change to that oil long, so watch. If you don't win, something wrong. Check what I'm telling you. Tonga St. George oil long had it going on. Telling you, boy. What? We have a caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Scott. How are you, sir?
Hey, I'm quite fine.
Happy independence to you and happy independence to Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique.
All right, thank you and same to you.
I must say that Cami beat me this morning. Everything I had to say, Cami said it, you know. In any case, I have to congratulate little Matthew. She was lovely on Sunday at the church service. And I must say that Grenada has talent. That child performed for us and the dancers. I give kudos to them. And Brother Scott,
yes, sir.
Grenada is beautiful today. I'm very happy. I went down the road this morning at Vendum and look at the children at the Vendum RC School, and they are all beautiful in their eyes, green and gold. And, I mean, we cannot ask for better at this part of St. George Northeast. Vendum, that's where I saw.
Yeah.
And also, yesterday we had the oil down competition at Snokona Junction there where they beautify. And it was very, very lovely, well attended. And Bolio came out on top as the winner for Northeast oil down competition. So I want to say thanks to everybody that came out and gave their support, and happy independence to Grenada, Carriacou, and Pity Matnik once again, and see everybody at the stadium tomorrow.
All right,
Thank you,
brother.
Have a blessed day.
All right. And folks, I'm heading down to the stadium maybe for about 1 o'clock tomorrow, 2 o'clock, so you could go and, get the sights and sounds in, some of the Independence Village that they're going to have up there, and all of the wonderful sights and sounds before the Independence Military Parade. And so, all right, nice. 440-7377, that's 440-7377, that's the number for you to get on the inside. If you're outside of Grenada, longing for home, 347-329-3101 is your number to get onto the inside of Hard Talk this morning. Yeah, I don't expect the Matthew girl must be that cousin of mine, Yeah, it's the same blood, Yeah, no married thing, same blood running through. Yeah, check BC, go tell you. All you didn't know? Yeah, we have a lot to be thankful for,
We must be thankful. Thank God. Thank God. I left my little homeland and I went up to England in a quest to get new experience. As a part of my mission, I had to observe the living condition. But certain things I see wasn't making sense. Because although England rich, the people recycling their stuff. But what we have in Grenada never seem to be good enough. And although the place cold, they make full use of their facilities. But
yes, so in case you haven't left home yet, make sure that you adorn yourself in your national colors.
The best universities right under our nose. But some Grenadians rather to study medicine in Barbados. And while we breadfruit and mangoes falling and spoil right in we yard, we importing some unhealthy snacks and soft drinks from Trinidad. It is time that the nonsense stop, and let we put we country right up on top. Thank God, thank God, thank God. For all the nice things that we have. Thank God, thank God, thank God. Grenadians could never stop. Thank God, thank God. So when you wake in the morning,
you heard Kami say it a while ago.
Before you sleep in the evening, thank the Lord. This is all you got to do. If you want,
we indeed must be thankful.
This is all you got to do.
Just last year, we had a little earthquake pass across. It shake the place. You only remember that earthquake last year? The strong one we get? Yeah, we always gain. For the year already, we get 1 or 2. Some people feel it, some people don't feel it. It's all 3 and 4 point. And Nazim, get a few for the year. Nazim does usually feel them and thing. So we get a little 1 or 2 that most people didn't realize. But last year, we get a very strong one. We came through okay. And the first thing some people do the next day is start to cuss and carry. The same day, they start to cuss and carry on and all sorts of things. You have other countries that get earthquakes of lesser magnitude than that. And you know what happened to them? They're years behind now. Destruction, all sorts of things. We're blessed, yeah?
Abundance of pure organic food is why
all those hurricanes that were heading down south last year, they just watch Grenada, they say, not there. And they go up a road, ain't it?
But nowadays it seems like KFC is the national dish. We ain't teaching the children how to make a good old dung no more. So little by little we kicking, we cut you out the door.
I wonder how much of us could say that our children know how to cook our oil down. That if something were unfortunately to happen to us today, that our children know how to cook our oil dong? Or are we just cooking it and give it to them? So they like to eat it, but they don't know how to cook it. So that a few years from now, we have to import it in packages from Trinidad or somewhere, innit? Can you imagine if we reach to the stage we have to import oil dong in package from another country? Have we passed on the knowledge of how to cook a proper oil dong, eh?
He don't care that attitude. He wouldn't do us any good. No, no. We need to handle Grenada with more.
4407377, and we have a call on the overseas line. Good morning.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, I'm fine, man. How are you doing? AC Major. I'm good, man.
Sometimes.
You know, once I'm home in Grenada, I always feel good, man.
Huh?
Once I am home in Grenada, I always feel good.
Yeah, well, I think it is good that we, as a nation, have braved the weather and the storms of the history.
My brother, for some reason, your voice is oscillating. 1 minute it high, next minute it goes, so we're missing parts of what you're saying.
So I mean, my voice is doing a little...
Yeah, it gave me a little wave date, oscillating. Nice, you're good now. Yes, stay right there because you're good right now.
Yeah, I was saying it's good that our country has come through all the storms of the history's past. Mm-hmm. And it's also important that our young people and our children understand what it means to be politically independent. Because in real facts, no man is totally independent because we all depend on each other for something one way or the other. Mm-hmm. And it is also sad that in this day and age, with all the modern information technology that we have available, and they gain information or get information, some people are still illiterate as regards what independence means to Grenada. It is also unfortunate that business houses who depend on Grenadian money and who are taking Grenadian money see it fit to endorse stupid sentiments being uttered as regards to our national independence. And I hope, and I thought by now I would have heard of advertisers and businesses distancing themselves from the illiterate display that I saw with regards to people being called clowns in terms of independence. And it is sad that businesses do not see a correlation between their business and the culture of our country to distance themselves by pulling out their ads and their endorsement. But be that as it may,
we know what to do, that we know what to do. Well, we the people know what to do, because if they distance themselves, we know how to distance ourselves.
Yeah, and that is what has to happen, because you see, freedom comes with responsibility. And the freedom of speech that is spoken of in our Constitution does not say you have the freedom to be blatantly stupid in the public. You don't have that freedom. Because if you're stupid and you use obscenities in front of the police officers, they're going to arrest you. And you're free to say what you want. And it is also alarming and sad that for the sake of politics, some people are going to clap and jeer at that and think that is all well and good. And our country has come too far to continue to allow this stupidity to continue. We have come too far. We've had an explosion of the Carriacou Community College in terms of the amount of young people who've seen it in their interest to go to the TMCC, for such stupidity to be parading on the national radio. But be that as it may, we must also continue to teach our young people about the independence and what it means to our country. Because we cannot forge our destiny, we cannot go forward until we are sure that this is ours. If you're renting a house, you're not going to make much repairs to it, you know. But if you have your own house, you're going to make sure that house is good. And it's the same thing with our country. The independence gave us the gumption to say, this is ours. And we must understand that. I remember a few years ago when after Christmas, everybody was thinking about Valentine's. And he was happy that that has changed now. And after Christmas, everybody's focus is on our independence celebration. And that is how it has to be. It has to be us rededicating ourselves to our country. Because jump high, jump low. Whether you're a millionaire or you're a pauper, the only place we can call home is Grenada. We could go here, there, anywhere. We could support Tom, Dick, Harry. We could support red, green, yellow. The only place we have at home is Grenada. And it is just a little bit to pay homage to our country when we are celebrating the fact that we're no longer politically tied to another nation. Another nation doesn't tell us when to jump and how to jump. And I think our young people must understand that. And I hope that the businesses who are doing what you call it, advertising, will see it as part of the national duty to remove the ads and the sponsorships. Because if we continue to allow this nonsense to continue, then what we're saying to our young people is that you could go on the radio and say any shit you want. And there's nobody to take you up on it. Right? And, you know, stupidness is stupidness. And I think, you know, the circus has left town a long time ago. Why isn't that clown with the circus? Have a good day, brother.
All right, bro. Yeah, it's been a long time since the circus had passed through. Yeah, a long, long time. Forget some other people, yeah. Calling other people clown and all sorts of nonsense and so. And the thing is this, when they come with their negativity, because they have this perception of the average Grenadian of being an idiot. When they call the average Grenadian a clown, it's their perception and their political organization of whom they are the mouthpiece. They can try as much as they want to distance themselves. You know one thing we don't do here? We don't put on any airs. This is a new National Party program. Yeah? This is an NNP program. We don't come and say, oh, we're an independent program and we're independent of the new National Party and thing. We tell you straight. Yeah? It's up to you if you want to listen or you don't want to listen. If you want to hear the perception, the side of the new National Party, or if you don't want to hear it. Yeah, and we give you an opportunity to talk. There's another political party. They have an official program. And they will never open it for one, because the people they have hosting the program, the official one that they call for their thing, the heartbeat, the people that they have hosting that program for the last 2 years lack the intellectual capacity to carry on a proper conversation or to interact with callers. So they never open the phone lines. Let's take a call. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Morning, sir.
This morning I wanted to ask you to tell the Grenadians, well, not everybody, but nearly a lot of people, they seems as they don't know the word, the difference between independence and independence. Now, in Grenada, we are not independent. No country, the big United States, China, whoever, they are not independent. They got independence, you know. And people keep tying up this word and Grenada can't take care of itself, but they're independent. We are not independent. We got independence from the UK. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Yes, indeed. 440-7377. That's 440-7377. That's the number for you to call and get on to the inside of this morning's program. Yeah, I wonder, but yeah, let me take a little piece of that one again, man. You have to thank God.
Out the door. If when mountain come, you don't have money to pay now, sir. You could still go with hope and wash all your clothes in the river. And if you can't go buy M&M to buy a nice toilet bowl, this is Grenada, you could still go and dig a latrine hole. Tell me, in which other country could you ever survive without money? Thank God, thank God, thank God. For the cocoa and nutmeg, thank God, thank God, thank God. Grenadians don't have to beg, thank God, thank God, thank God. We have the best soil condition, thank God, thank God. Yes, thank God. For the lush vegetation, thank the Lord. This is all you got to do if you want to make it true. This is all you got to do.
I'm also the school children I saw out today and yesterday look wonderful in their national colors.
Whoa, yo, 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 yo.
And patriotic Grenadians. Saying a special good morning to all the teachers, principals, staff at the various schools around our island. Yeah, oil down cooking for so. Nobody ain't calling and say, Sheldon, we are oil long here, check us something. Now, because I said Tonga and Georgia the best one, you might have one better than them. I mean, link your boy now.
Guys, but it's up to me and you.
It's Wednesday now. I could just go by Shortman and get soup, ain't it?
To build our country, we cannot compromise.
Shortman and Yvette, good morning.
Cooperate and always put our country first. Yes.
440-7377.
Grenada is for all of us. As a two-party
and
state, we must be
347-329-3101 for those of you outside of Grenada.
And plunge we country into chaos. No. Take a look.
Oh, you see, we know how to deal with people like that. You know, if you want to be a business that is supporting that sort of anti-Grenadian sentiment, then we could be anti to your business. We could decide that we're not supporting your business. As simple as that.
Because the peace we have, we can't let no one come and take it.
So any business we realize that supporting that anti-Grenadian sentiment, we, the Grenadian people, will just not participate in anything that they have or go for any of their services. Any business that we hear the name calling in that sort of nonsense, we just will have nothing to do with it. Yeah?
Thank God. Thank God.
Don't care who in charge of it. We will have nothing to do with it.
Thank God. For the friendlies
telling us don't celebrate we independence, you're out of order.
This is all we got to do.
You realize I haven't been saying much on that, eh?
We want to make it true.
Sometimes it's good to just let others defend and others speak on certain things. And other people have been doing a wonderful job on that.
Just pray morning and evening too. Thank the Lord. Whoa, yo, 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 yo.
And to those of you outside of Grenada, we know yes, many of you are singing this song right now. 26 minutes after the hour of 11 o'clock on the Spice Isle of Grenada. And we have a caller online. Good morning.
Morning, Sheldon.
Hey, morning. How are you?
Yeah, man, Jaguar, just cool?
Yes, I. Yeah, man. How's the wife?
Yeah, well, she already, she have a little sad vibes, but nothing to think about.
Okay, okay.
Something will have money on the other side.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, it's independent.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Let me turn down that properly. Yeah. So, right now is the biggest thing that could happen to us?
Yeah, well, it's independence time, you know.
Yeah. Well, for me as an individual, I see two sides of independence. There's half political and half cultural. Now, the cultural part, that is us as Grenadians. Who we look like, what we look like, what we eat, what we drink, how we cook, you know, our way of life. You see, what we could create. Because that's going to make the world identify us because we're different. You know? So, this celebration, the people who going about and talking about we're black, it's sad, you know? It's rather sad you have people with this kind of minds parading to try to make people believe it's the right thing to do. Who doesn't know better anyway? So we can think about that. Just let that pass by. And let us build with nice little countries. Let me tell you something, man. Grenada small but effective. We small but we big.
Yeah.
Yeah. We small as in size, but our mentality huge. The wall. I talk about the wall recognizing, seeing Grenada now. Just because of the attitude of the people. Just recently. And let me don't run away from it, the politics. Even though we try to dive away from politics, we don't end up in it. Still. You see? We start on independent, but at the end of the day, the people that live in the country, creating that atmosphere, that definitely the managing of the island. The world looking at it and see us real civilized and respect us. You see? So anyway, we have to celebrate with independence, eat, drink, give thanks, and enjoy it until the next year come again and give them thanks and praise to Uncle Gary. Uncle Gary, without him, nothing is happening.
Yes, indeed.
You have to be in the front. Anyway, take care, Sheldon.
All right, brother. Yeah, look at that. India is a country with over 1 billion people. India. Yeah? And that's not just the people who are in India itself. You have people of Indian descent here in Grenada and various parts of the world. Trinidad, Guyana, all three of the Guyanas, French Guyana, Dutch Guyana, and English Guyana, right? You have people of Indian descent all over. How many gold medals has India ever won in athletics at the Olympic Games? With over 1 billion people to choose from. Let me check. 0. But a country of 100,000 people has been able to secure a gold medal in athletics and a silver medal in athletics. Well, see, in India only get field hockey, they get one in shooting. That's the only place they ever get a gold medal. They get 2 in silver, yeah. But they never get any. That is in the 200 meters and the 200 meter hurdles, and that is since the year 1900. Oui, Papa. 1 billion people, they can't win a gold medal in the 400 meter. In fact, they don't even have finalists. In fact, I don't even think I hear in the reaching in the semi-finals. A country of 1 billion people. But you have Grenada of 100,000. We little, what do I say? We little but we talawa? Yes. We small but we punching above our weight. So right now we have our athletes out there that we need to be proud of. People like Braylon Taplin. Yeah? You have, oh boy, I'm trying to remember the name. Kurt Felix. Lyndon Victor. Anderson Peters. Markham Felix. Candice Scott. And those are just a few. We have that young man that's playing football in Lebanon. We have quite a few of our athletes and sports people that are out there. Those that have gone before and those that are there now. That we need to be proud of and remember. Not just when they go and they do something. Not just when Karani James goes and he run. Must we remember him? How many people checking up on Karani right now? How many business people putting their money where their mouth is and checking on Karani right now to find out, hey, what's going on? Is there some way that we can help? How many local institutions and so checking on Anderson Peters and saying, young man, you are making us proud. The same people who are looking to put up all the flags and wear the clothes and everything right now and cook the oil down and sing the songs and all this sort of things. That's good. And it's an important part of showing our patriotism. But it goes above there. It goes to the point of learning not to litter. That we wouldn't go on our world-famous Grenada beach and when we leave our garbage on the beach. Or we can go on BBC Beach and leave the garbage there. Or go on Bathway and leave your garbage. That we would want to see our beach looking clean. That when it's featured on the international market, people must become more envious than they already are of Grenada. That we wouldn't go in our capital city and be eating something and just toss it in a drain, the package, when we finish. That we would continue to be friendly to visitors and especially among ourselves. All of that is part of independence. Because you know what? A lot of people saying, oh, we're not independent because we this and we that and we the other and so. But the mere fact that we gained independence 75 years ago, tomorrow, the mere fact that we gained independence. Why I'm saying 75, Lord? Where are we on 75? No, something that just popped up on the computer, and I think that's what the 75 come from. Yeah, 45 years ago, tomorrow, the mere fact that we've gotten to this stage, it means that we have the opportunity now to make the decisions to change, you know. If we want to have a referendum on something, whether the referendum goes through or not, as an independent people, we have the right to do it. If we want to impose a particular law, as an independent people, we can do it. We want to be friends with a particular country. Nobody can tell us no. We're independent. We can do that. We have a caller. Hello.
Good morning, Senator Scott.
Hey, morning.
How you doing, bro? How you doing?
I'm quite fine, bro. I hope you're keeping warm.
Yeah, boy. Well, boy, fighting with it, boy. One day good, next day bad.
Oh, man.
Yes, what are you doing? Tough in Canada. I'm trying to get up. Next couple of weeks after being Grenada, boy.
Cricket on the 25th and 27th, so you could be around for that. I know you like
well, you know how to be here for the cricket.
Yeah, man.
I have to be there, buddy. Yeah, man. Just like to say, good morning to my mom and, the whole family, my brother and sisters in Grenada. I wish them happy independence and the whole of Grenada, Carriacou and Petit Martinique. Sheldon, we had to be proud as a nation. We fought hard for that. Some people lost their life for that. You understand what I mean? Those who go up to England and say no to that. We must follow the history, But we are a proud nation. Sheldon, anywhere you travel and you say you're from Grenada, it could be Chinese, could be Japanese, could be who? They hear about this little island. It's so amazing, Sheldon. They hear about this little island. Some of them in the gym, and say, man, where you from? I say, I'm from Grenada, man. Oh, the country we can invade? Look in there. I say, yeah, man. They say, everybody saying Grenada. Maybe all the elders ring down there. And when we have people inside of Grenada who is trying to say, let we call it a black independence, it's a shame. It's a shame. But you know something, Sheldon? I always say, when the time to vote and go to the ballot box, it's one man, one vote. You see? And they just forget that. They could do what they want when the election gone and say what they want. But the election is coming back again. And the same result going to come again. Once you don't stop this stupidness and be fair to all, we have the right to agree, Sheldon, and disagree.
Mm-hmm.
But when coming to independence, country first. Country first. You could have all the politics, nothing wrong with that. But when coming to independence, we are one. We are one people, one nation. And we must not do the thing you want to play for All Blacks. All Blacks going Tempe had All Blacks. Had a football team they call All Blacks. So if they want to join the All Blacks, get Devon, and he go sign him on to All Blacks in Tempe. You understand? But don't do those things.
Man, it's just disgusting, huh? It's disgusting,
negative
bro.
odds. Right? Don't do them things. Please. Don't do them things. As my heart goes to the teachers, love the children. It's all about love. Do what is best for the children. You understand? Know what's best for you. When you have your child, respect your child. So your child will respect you in return. But if you does not respect that child have no respect for you. Because respect brings love, Sheldon. And the teachers must know that. They are teachers. Just as nurses and the doctors taking care of you. They give you the best. They give you the all. You understand what I mean? So you always remember that nurse and that doctor. I could remember when Dr. Thomas come from Cuba and Dr. Thomas entered the hospital. There could be what time in the night, Sheldon. You call on Dr. Thomas. He is there for you. He felt it was a duty that the government sent him outside there to learn to be a doctor. And when he came back to Grenada, he didn't run and try to run to the United States or Canada. He remained home and do what is best for Grenada. And people like that, I always take out my hat to them. So Sheldon, you just keep it strong, continue educating the people of this country and tell them what is right. What is right for this island of us. And we're going to go a long, long way. And God bless the Prime Minister. I was one man who should be hard against him. And I could tell you, my heart gets so soft when I see what this man have done for this country. You understand me? And give him all the praise. So the day he stepped down, we could move on, Sheldon. We could move on. Mm-hmm. He paved the way for us. And let's don't mess it up. And happy independence again to Greater Carriacou and Petit Matnick. Bro, have a good one.
All right, my brother.
Okay, then.
Yeah, so a good friend out there in Canada. Yeah, I feel sorry for them with the sub-zero temperatures, though. We have a call online. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Hey, how you doing this morning, sir?
Yeah, just quiet.
All right.
Yeah, just saying hello to the brother. They're out in foreign. And
all
to
right.
all Grenadians, the diaspora of Grenadians, I just want to express my greetings to everyone, to us all. I think it's a momentous occasion. We're celebrating 45 years of being able to express ourselves, to do what we determine to be in our best interests. It was a difficult delivery, but the baby was delivered and has grown. We continue to nurture, and we hope that everyone would understand the necessity, the need to join their hands and heart together in this continuous struggle of liberation, development. In that context, Brother Scott, I want to alert people, make a comment on what I'm hearing in terms of the black independence.
Mm-hmm.
To me, when you see, I do not go along with those who ascribe negativity to the word black, I've been saying over quite a period of time. To me, black is positive. There are people who are attempting to negate themselves, to insult our people, attempting to say, to paint us in a negative way, but using the word black, to me, it speaks to their own mental slavery. It speaks to their own mental slavery. And I think as a people, as black people, we must not let other persons dictate to us that we, by being black, we are negative, we are no good. I don't agree with that. I grew up in an era where this black was taught to me as being beautiful, and I still maintain that black is beautiful, black is positive, black is creative, and black is the way forward. It is us. These people who want who maintain that kind of backward mentality, that kind of mindset to which they refuse to liberate themselves. Let us not allow them to impose that kind of servitude upon us. We are black people. This is a majority black country. I am proud of being black. I am proud of my blackness. However, I recall, I'm only just here in this scenario, so I'm not fully aware of who are the people or the business entity doing. But I know every 25th of October, I know of a certain business place that takes the American flag and places it to the right of the Grenada, to the left of the Grenada flag. And it places it higher than the Grenada flag, continually, annually, which, in my little understanding, is insulting to our country. I just wish, I think, and as a people, our authorities need to ensure that such disrespect do not continue. Right here, I'm talking right here on the Carriacou, right here on the Carriacou, heart of the city.
The historical Carriacou.
Right on the Carriacou. So, gentlemen, people, the ones who wish to ignore the fact that historic Matthew Gary in 1974 was able to obtain the instruments of independence for this country, and to do that at their own peril. It's a fact. It's a historical reality. We are indeed an independent country. We are a sovereign country. We are so recognized internationally across the region. The Organization of American States, the United Nations, internationally, Grenada is recognized. Gentlemen, so let us be proud of a black thing. In fact, those who insult our blackness, we should be letting them know that, they are doubly wrong. Thank you, sir.
All right. And this morning, my good friend Shaggy had mentioned something there. There's that competition that's going out there for the best beach and the best beach restaurant and beach bar and all these things. And usually Grenada is really up in that. But I find this time we behind, man. Oh, we could have Grenada's Beach rated as number 4. Our Grenada's Beach. We know Grenada's Beach is number 1. But we had Grenada's Beach rated as number 4. Watch, I put a link into HARDTALK. Take the link. Make sure you go and vote. Make sure you vote every day. And share the link. We can have Grenada's Beach as number 4. And Rivers and Clark Scott and them somewhere in the teens, 11, 12, somewhere going down there. Nah. We got to fix that. Yeah, I'll put the link in the HARDTALK thing there. Make sure all you go there, man. The historical Carriacou. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Sheldon. How you doing?
Hey, I'm fine. How are you doing this morning?
I'm good, man. man. I'm good.
All right, go right ahead. You're live.
Yes, man. Let me say, I want to say happy independence to my beloved Grenada and to all my fellow Grenadians. Happy independence to you all. We've come a long way, and we're gonna continue to stride. Stride by stride, we'll make it. I want to also say happy independence to my constituency, St. Patrick's East, River Valley in particular, all the folks inside of there. Enjoy the independence. Sheldon, something else I wanted to talk about. We're dealing with independence, and independence, we should not, we're rightly celebrating all the colors, unity in the colors. But at the same time, my heart is hurting a little bit, and I want to raise that. And I want to say, I want people to listen to what I'm saying. You know, because I sit back and I look at things, and sometimes I cannot understand. Why is it that, I mean, sometimes for those of us for some of the people who have political aspiration, there are certain things that I believe and I think that you should not engage in just because you want to gain. You want to further your political aspiration. And things I'm talking about, like when it comes to like our students, when it comes to like our medical services, these things we should not engage in as to trying to destabilize these things so that you can further your political aspiration. You know, because let me deal with our medical services. Sickness knows boundary for no one, Sheldon. I can't tell sickness, well, not today. You can't tell sickness, not today. And when we choose to, because we want to further our political aspiration, choose to, you know, get involved in the medical system and try to persuade our people and let them, you know, and if something is going wrong, and our leader would highlight it, and you want, because you're trying to further your political aspiration, you want to make believe like he's blaming everybody. You know what I mean? You know, the old people have a saying of a few bad apples spoil the whole bunch. You know, when something like that goes wrong, no matter what side of the aisle you're on, you must say it is wrong. Because Sheldon, yeah, I mean, last night I was listening to 3 young ladies. I mean, I showed everybody I've heard about the death with the young lady, and then a couple of days after, I think her mom passed. Mm-hmm. Yes, and I was listening to 3 young ladies who was, you know, had a short stint at the hospital, and listening to them. And I myself had dealt with the hospital all the time. And I'm saying again, it's not all. It is not all the nurses. It's just a few bad ones. But if our political wannabe aspirers, when things like that come to light, try to use it and spin it in such a way as to thinking that they're going to destabilize the present government. These are the things I'm appealing and I'm pleading with them. Refrain from that. Because it's not only the government you're destroying the country. We need to understand that. Just like how independence should be inclusive, everyone, so should our schools and our medical system should be inclusive. We should not be trying to use these things to destabilize or to bring down who we against or whatever it is. When it comes to these things, it should be handoff. These things should be right alongside independence. That is my opinion. You know, even independence and all, they're calling for black. Come on. We're living in the 21st century, and let us not act like we back then in the barbaric times. Independence is supposed to be inclusive. I mean, where is your solidarity. Look, right there in Colombia, back in when the Cali cartel and the other cartel had their war going on, a football game brought in a truce. A football game. We're talking about nationality and how we love the country. And one time to celebrate the country on a whole. The norm is that we wear our colors. You're calling for black. You know, the only thing, I mean, as much as it baffles me, but one thing I want to make it clear that our people, and I admire that about them, they know what time it is. But still, it's sad to hear people use the airways to try to reverberate those type of messages. This is a time when we all should be just one. A truce. Call a truce. And then, after independence, if you want to go back to fighting, you can do that. But not independence, oh, we're wearing black, oh, we're doing... You know, like the caller before said, this is why they're going to continue to lose, because the Grenadian people is at the place right now that they know what time it is and they want to move forward. And for those of you who thinking that you're going to use this type of destabilization, because, I mean, make no bones about it, we know who you are. We are not that stupid anymore. Like I said to you guys, gone were the days when you can just think because you have a PhD or whatever it is, you come and you run your mouth and everybody going to believe you. Right now, YouTube can educate even the guy who haven't been to school. So get with the programs. You guys don't understand what's going on. I mean, I don't even want to educate you guys and show you guys something, but I have to say it. Gone were the days when you think that in the village or in the community, because you have a PhD, everybody looks up to you. That is no more. Get it out your head. You guys are living back in the 50s and 60s. We are in the 219, about to take 220. Sheldon.
Yes, sir.
I want to say to Grenada, let us enjoy our independence. And let us continue to strive for progress. Grenadians, you are doing the right thing. You're striving for progress. Let us continue. But then, at the same time, Sheldon, it's sickening when we have just a few bad apples. A few bad apples. Make no bones about it, because the majority, time and time again, come through and they're standing on the side of progress. But sometimes it's sickening with these few bad apples.
All right.
And it's high time that they get their act together and stop this nonsense and stupidity. You know what I mean? Because it's just, sometimes it's so embarrassing. It's embarrassing, and I don't understand how they can see how, and they can understand how embarrassing it is as a country.
Mm-hmm.
But nevertheless, good over evil. Let us continue to strive to do good to my fellow Grenadians. That's my plea to you. Enjoy your independence. Thank you very much, Sheldon.
All right. And we have a call online. Good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Good morning. Go right ahead, caller. We're hearing you.
Yeah. When I listen to the program, yeah?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're hearing you. You go ahead. Yeah.
I say that they're making a point, but they speak the same thing every day.
On which program?
HARDTALK. Is HARDTALK?
You have nothing to say. Bye-bye. Yeah. You obviously ain't listening to this program, so you have nothing to say. Bye-bye. Yeah, good morning. Hello?
Yes. It's almost 1 year ago since they were all dead. So the funeral, they're preparing for it. That's the reason why they were in black. It's no strange thing. You all have a good day and happy independence.
Right, brother. You see, they're still in mourning. And yeah, they are making a movie now on the Miss World competition that was won by Jennifer Hostin. Yeah, they are making a movie based on that right about now. Yeah, so obviously, they must talk about, if they're making a movie on it, well, they must mention Uncle Gary, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, all of that had to be part of the thing. Nice, beautiful. 440-737-347-329-3101. Those are the numbers for you to get on to the inside of this morning's program. Yeah, we know it go, Yeah, we know it go. Remember, we can't have Grenada rated, or Grand Anse Beach rated as the number 4 beach in the Caribbean. Come on, man. We had to fix that. Go to www.10, as in 10best.com. Look for the awards in the travel section and vote for Grenada, man. Can't afford that kind of thing to be happening there. Nah, no way. We have a call online.
Good morning, sir.
Hey, morning. How are you?
How do you know?
All right, go right ahead.
I don't understand, why is it we still have, when people talk those things, like calling people clowns and wear black, how come we still have them on the radio station broadcasting things still? Why? What is going on?
Well, it's a country where we have our constitutional right to freedom of speech. But, as I always say, that constitutional right of freedom of speech comes with another R called responsibility.
Yes,
so we have to be responsible in the statements and sensible in the statements that we make.
Because, Senator, I don't know if these people realize what they're doing to the nation, to the people, to the young people. Because they say charity begins at home, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
yes, it does.
If we, the elders, are telling the young people that's the way to behave, what do we expect from them, like 5 years down the road? What do we expect from them? I mean, this is madness, and I think it's time something done to stop this. Because, and these people have people following them. What is going on?
My brother, they said the worst thing about the churches, they still have people following them. They said the worst thing about nearly every sector of the Grenadian society. When this issue with the teachers started up, these individuals were cussing the teachers and saying it's so and so good for you and all kind of thing on public radio. Now they're playing as the best friend of the teachers.
I mean,
every sector of Grenadian society has been cussed out by these individuals, individual people, and they continue to do it and get away with it. Who is me to say stop it? No, man, that freedom of speech, let it talk.
Something must be done some way for we to stop these people from undermining the young people brain and their mentality, what they could put out there. Because the young people nowadays, a lot of young people, as we know, they don't know much, and they will follow what these people saying. So I'm saying, I don't know what we could do again, because I don't know what these people want from what they want. I don't know if they will go back and listen to the program that they're sending out here and say, well, boy, did I do this or did I do that? So something must be wrong. Anyhow, have a good independent, and I hope everything go right and nobody make no fool of themselves. And let's look at it. Anyhow, I'm making it down. Have a good day.
All right, brother. Folks, that's about all the time we have for today. But for those of you online, we're going to drop 2 videos there for you before we play the National Report and State of Affairs. We always do that for those of you that listen to us via the internet, via YouTube and Facebook. On YouTube, we're there as Hard Talk Grenada. On Facebook, we're there as Hard Talk Grenada Live. Yeah, so we're going to show you a little bit of what was going on 45 years ago. Yeah, we're going to show some footage of the town of St. George and thing from 45 years ago. We're going to show a little news report with the Mongoose Gang and that kind of thing.
Everything all right?
So we're going to give you that little report. See some where people had loot and all kind of thing, mash up the place just before the independence. That's what some people were hoping would be happening around now, you know. That's why they all of a sudden was against the people, all of a sudden they jump on this side. Anything to put Grenada in a negative light, they're happy to do that, yeah? Junior! Junior George, good morning to you, bro. Hope you're having a fabulous one as well. Happy 45th anniversary to you as well.
Because no place sweeter than home.
I am not as old as Grenada's independence. I wasn't alive when it happened, though. So we're going to throw that up there for you online right about now. So whatever you say and do it safe and secure. I want to be speaking to and with you and not about you. We love each and every one of you. Remember, we're heading out to the Grenada National Stadium tomorrow. You can go out there from about 2-3. We're going early. We ain't going just for the parade. We're going for everything before and after the parade as well. The Made in Grenada Expo, the cultural performances, and so that'll be taking place in the Independence Village before the activities. And then the military parade, which I think is about 3-4 o'clock, somewhere around there. So head on out, And remember, we are proud Grenadians. 45 years of independence with the most beautiful flag on the most beautiful island among the most beautiful people. We ain't asking anybody, we telling them. I am out of here.
Jenny and the Esplanade, the jamming that be real hard. Check me out on the road show with me.
Willingly or not, Grenada does seem to be marching towards independence. If all goes according to plan on Thursday, this tiny island of spices will join Bermuda, Barbados, and Trinidad in autonomy from Britain. And yet, there isn't much spontaneous joy or celebration. For one thing, much of the business section in the capital city is in shambles following last week's riots. The country is still in the grips of a general strike. There is no electricity, no telephones, virtually no contact with the outside. Food and gasoline are scarce. At roadside congregations, prayers are offered up daily for the country. At the same time, many of Grenada's 110,000 citizens welcome a Sunday parade to give them something else to think about. But through it all, Grenada's Prime Minister, Eric Gary, has shown little sign of concern. Calls for his resignation from opposition parties fall on deaf ears. Outwardly charming, he appears unflappable, serene in the knowledge of his own almost dictatorial power, and waves aside the possibility that he and his government could be overthrown in the next few days.
By God, no, we are an entrenched government. We've been here for a long time.
These men are Prime Minister Gary's secret police, the Mongoose Squad, and they're waiting to be paid. This island is almost bankrupt, and these men, like most people here in Grenada, haven't been paid in some time. Prime Minister Gary needs these men to stay in office. If they become disenchanted and quit, the Gary administration could be toppled tomorrow. The Mongoose is the undisputed power in Gary's Grenada. Their unrelenting reign of terror has so intimidated the people on this island that most of the anti-government movement has gone underground. Sometimes, like today, the Mongoose are armed with rifles, but generally they prefer to carry thick pieces of wood, primitive but very effective weapons. These men, some of whom are ex-convicts, didn't get paid today, but they didn't seem to mind. The Royal Marines arrived. The British contingent off the frigate Bacchante was about to rehearse its role in the Independence Day celebrations. From the trucks, the Mongoose Squad eyed the English troops with envy, particularly their crisp uniforms and sophisticated weapons. But these boys know that they'll still be running Grenada long after the British have left.
The pride and joy of a nation is its flag. Its colors and arrangement makes it significant and stunningly beautiful. On Wednesday, February 6th, it's National Colors Day. Every proud Grenadian is asked to deck off in clothing highlighting the colors of our flag. Whether you are dressed for work, daily routines, or casual engagements, showcase the true Grenadian spirit. Every ministry, every department, and all workplaces are encouraged to join in. National Colors Day, Wednesday, February 6th, 2019. Endorsed by the National Celebrations Committee. Our people, our colors, our day. On Wednesday, February 6th, National Colors Day.
7th, it's our nation's birthday. It's time for the biggest celebration in our nation's history as we celebrate the 45th anniversary of our independence. Folks from all walks of life from all over Grenada will head on down to the Carriacou James Athletic Stadium from 12 p.m. It's the Made in Grenada Expo, a showcase of locally produced goods and services offered on display. As you enter the Independence Village, experience steel band music, big drum dancers from Carriacou, Tambu Bamboo, Shortney, Jab Malasi, poetry, singing, live music, Solid the Band, everything Grenadian. At 3:30 p.m. military parade onto the Carriacou James Athletic Stadium, followed by the Independence Rally, cultural pieces, Prime Minister's address, one fun-filled afternoon not to be missed. Organize your rides, your buses, your motorcade, and head on down to the Carriacou James Athletic Stadium Thursday, February 7th, celebrating under the theme building resilience and enhancing social and economic transformation.
February 7th, Independence Day. Everyone's heading to Grandans Beach for the Carriacou Rep 473 Beach Fed and 5-a-side beach soccer competition. Grand prize $500 and 5 cases of Caribbean. Registration fee only $25. Starting time 2 p.m. Come out in your colors. Loads of entertainment and giveaways. Bear pong, tug of war, slip and slide, and hot body competition. And much more. Call or WhatsApp at 403-1208 for registration and more information. Sponsored by Carib. Real Bear is Carib. Grandans Beach, February 7th.
Drinks and we don't want it go to waste.
Grenada, he is coming.
You want me to go? You can be looking the way you do. You can be hooking me.
Farmer Nappy, the night before the holiday. It's one place and one place only. Cow Pen. Our colors. Our fat. Farmer Nappy is coming. Cow Pen. Get your limited $30 early bird tickets now. At major ticket outlets nationwide. Grenada, he is coming.
Yes, now.
Live from Kingston, Jamaica.
Who got the keys to my bimmer? Who am I?
The undisputed king of dancehall.
Welcome the king of the dancehall.
Come into the Cow Pen to be part of our 45th independence celebration.
We are celebrating life.
Our colors. Our fat. The night before the holiday.
Let's go to the
Cow Pen. Wednesday, 6th February. Beanie Man. Get your limited $30 early bird tickets now. At major ticket outlets nationwide.
What? Man, don't try to tie me up. I love Grenada the most. Wednesday, February the 6th, our fete. Red, green, yellow, Cow Pen, big yard. It's going to be mad. Salute. Laberman, the real mad one. Fly the Joan. Independence celebration. You can't trust people. Madam.
Boop. The girl comes from the wine pan Snapchat, but me want to see the wine in a real life. The party bad from my rich inside the session. I drunk already because I had some stress and I take some shots. But the amount I take really touch the spot. But remember, on the 6th of February, we touch down Cow Pen Big Yard, gonna get Sheldon till building fell down. And remember, we have $1,000 giveaway for the biggest and the baddest crew because this is the launch of the big bad tune called Run With It. First fete, and you don't know the whole place gonna get turned over. We run with everything. Remember, it's me, alongside Beanie Man, alongside Farmer Nappy, alongside Valine, alongside Leadneck, Lava Man. You don't know the world. Please gonna get Shell. Mr. Killer say so. Party pan! I had some stress, so I take some shots. The amount I take really touch the spot.
Stay up to date with all that's happening with the new national party, NNP. Send us a message via text or WhatsApp on 405-8683 with your name, email, and constituency. Stay in the know with NNP. Get updated.